Right then, you lot, gather round and let's have a chinwag about something right intriguing. We're diving deep into the digital jungle, exploring the curious world of the Sigma male. In this mad digital age, there's a new breed of bloke emerging from the shadows. They're the quiet ones, the observers, the ones who'd rather be scaling a mountain than scrolling through endless selfies. The Sigma male is a bit of an enigma, a lone wolf navigating the digital wilderness on his own terms. Now, you might have heard whispers of alpha and beta males, but where does our Sigma chum fit into this hierarchy? He doesn't. He's not interested in climbing social ladders or asserting dominance. Alphas are like those blokes down the pub who never shut up about their latest conquest. Betas blend into the background, but the Sigma, he's the bloke nursing a pint alone in the corner, perfectly content with his own thoughts. Think of it like this. Alphas are flashy sports cars, betas are reliable family saloons, but the Sigma, he's a vintage motorbike roaring down the open road. So, what makes a Sigma male tick? They're fiercely independent, valuing freedom and autonomy above all else. This independent streak translates to their online presence, or rather their lack thereof. Sigma males are discerning, not interested in broadcasting their every move on social media. They value privacy and carefully curate what they share. They're more likely to engage in meaningful conversations in niche communities or share expertise on specialist forums. They're the silent assassins of the digital world, making their mark without ever raising their voice. Just because the Sigma male isn't plastering his breakfast on Instagram doesn't mean he's sworn off social media. For the Sigma, social media isn't about self-promotion, it's about connection, but on his own terms. He's drawn to platforms that allow for genuine interaction where he can engage in meaningful conversations. Unlike the Alpha, who thrives on attention, the Sigma prefers to observe and listen before making his voice heard. He's after genuine intellectual stimulation, not superficial banter. He values his privacy and guards his online presence carefully, choosing to exist outside the constant noise of the digital town square. While your average Joe might be chasing after likes and followers, the Sigma male couldn't care less. He's not driven by external validation or social approval. For him, social media is a tool for connecting with others who share his interests and for promoting his work if he feels so inclined. He's more likely to leave thoughtful comments on a well-researched article than post selfies. He understands the power of social media, but refuses to be consumed by it. In a world of curated personas and filtered selfies, the Sigma male stands out for his authenticity. He's not afraid to be himself, warts and all, and doesn't need the approval of others to feel validated. He values honesty, integrity, and a genuine approach to life, both online and offline. This authenticity is reflected in his online interactions. He's not afraid to voice his opinions, even if they're unpopular. He'd rather engage in a lively debate than shy away from a challenge. He's like a breath of fresh air, a reminder that it's okay to be different. You might think someone who shuns the limelight couldn't be an influencer. But you'd be wrong. The Sigma male, in his quiet way, can be one of the most influential figures online. His influence stems from his authenticity, expertise, and willingness to engage in meaningful conversations. He's a thought leader, a trendsetter, but he doesn't shout about it. He lets his actions speak louder than words, making his mark one thoughtful comment at a time. Just like a craftsman wouldn't use a hammer to tighten a screw, our Sigma mate isn't going to waste his time on just any old social media platform. He chooses his digital tools with care and precision. He gravitates towards platforms that value quality over quantity, substance over style. Platforms like Reddit, with its niche communities, hold a certain appeal. X, formerly known as Twitter, with its emphasis on concise communication, might also pique his interest. He's not interested in being the loudest voice in the room, but when he does speak, people tend to listen. The Sigma male is discerning about the content he consumes. He craves substance, depth, and intellectual stimulation. He's drawn to long-form articles, documentaries, and podcasts that delve deep into complex issues. He's a voracious reader, always on the lookout for new authors and ideas. He enjoys engaging with different perspectives, seeing disagreement as an opportunity for growth. He's constantly seeking new information and ways to challenge himself intellectually. The Sigma male understands that even fleeting online interactions leave a digital footprint. He's not interested in chasing likes or followers, but he does care about his impact on the world. He might create a blog or website to share his thoughts and ideas. He might contribute to online forums or publish articles, leaving behind a tangible legacy. He's playing the long game, building a legacy that will outlive him. Deciphering the Sigma male's online presence is like solving a cryptic crossword puzzle. He leaves clues and subtle hints, allowing those paying attention to piece together his digital persona. He might share a thought-provoking quote or engage in a heated debate, leaving others to ponder his motivations. He's a complex individual, and his online presence reflects that complexity. He's like a master code breaker, leaving behind a trail of digital breadcrumbs for the curious to follow. The Sigma male might not be your typical clock puncher. Social media can be a gateway to a different way of working, breaking free from the traditional job market. He might be drawn to freelancing, using platforms like Upwork or Fiverr. He could be a coder, a writer, or a graphic designer working from anywhere. Social media becomes a tool for expanding his horizons, both professionally and personally. The digital nomad life can be lonely, but the Sigma thrives in that environment, comfortable with his own company. Love in the time of algorithms is the epitome of the Sigma and relationships. Now, romance, love, the old dating game. It's a minefield for even the most confident bloke. In it, for our Sigma mate, online dating presents unique challenges and opportunities. He's not one for grand gestures or cheesy pickup lines. He seeks genuine connections built on shared values and intellectual stimulation, more likely found on niche apps or forums than swiping on Tinder. When he finds someone, he takes his time, observes, listens. His authenticity and unwillingness to play games can be incredibly attractive. In a world of superficiality, his genuine nature is a breath of fresh air. The double-edged sword for most people in society today is social media and mental well-being. Now, for all its benefits, let's not kid ourselves, social media can be a right royal pain in the backside, can't it? It's a constant barrage of information, opinions, and carefully curated highlight reels that can leave even the most well-adjusted bloke feeling a bit, well, inadequate. And for our Sigma friend, who values his privacy and solitude, the constant noise and pressure to engage can take its toll. You see, the Sigma, he's prone to overthinking, to analysing every interaction, every comment, every like, or lack thereof. He might find himself comparing his achievements to the carefully curated successes of others, leading to feelings of inadequacy or even self-doubt. And then there's the temptation to retreat, to withdraw from the digital world altogether. The Sigma, after all, is quite content in his own company, and the allure of disconnecting, of seeking solace in the real world, can be strong. But complete isolation, as we all know, can be just as detrimental as constant overstimulation. It's a delicate balancing act, my friends, finding that sweet spot between engaging with the digital world and protecting one's mental well-being. And it's a challenge that the Sigma, perhaps more than most, needs to be mindful of. So, there you have it. A glimpse into the fascinating world of the Sigma male and his unique relationship with social media. He's a complex creature. Our Sigma, fiercely independent, intellectually curious, and deeply discerning in his online interactions. He's found a way to navigate the digital wilderness on his own terms, using social media as a tool for connection, for learning, for work, and even for love, all while staying true to his values and protecting his precious autonomy. But it's a balancing act, isn't it? The digital world, for all its wonders, can be a double-edged sword. And for the Sigma, finding that sweet spot between connection and isolation, between engagement and retreat, is key to thriving in the digital age. It's about being mindful of the impact of social media on his mental well-being, setting boundaries, and prioritizing real-world connections and experiences. It's about embracing the silence, the solitude, and using it as an opportunity for reflection, for growth, and for recharging those batteries. The Sigma male, in many ways, represents the future of masculinity in the digital age. He's a reminder that it's okay to be different, to forge your own path, and to define success on your own terms. He's a testament to the power of authenticity, of genuine connection, and of the enduring human need for both independence and belonging. So, there we have it. Our foray into the digital den of the Sigma male comes to an end. We've delved into his habits, his quirks, his unique way of navigating the online world. And what have we learned, you ask? Well, for starters, that the Sigma leaves a different sort of mark on the digital landscape. A subtler footprint than the bold pronouncements of your alphas or the eager-to-please posts of your betas. The Sigma's legacy, you see, is built not on likes or followers, but on the quiet resonance of authenticity. It's in the thoughtful comment that sparks genuine debate, the well-researched article shared without a hint of self-promotion, the simple act of being present without needing to be the center of attention. It's a refreshing change in it, and it's a legacy that has the potential to ripple outwards. Because here's the thing about authenticity. It's contagious. As more and more blokes grow tired of the performative nature of social media, the Sigma's approach, his quiet confidence and refusal to play the game, starts to look mighty appealing. He's not trying to start a revolution, our Sigma, but he might just be the quiet leader of a silent uprising. An uprising against the tyranny of likes, the pressure to conform, the relentless pursuit of validation from the digital void. Now, let's not be naive. The digital world is a fickle beast, changing faster than a chameleon on a rainbow. New platforms emerge, old ones fade away. Algorithms shift like the desert sands. So, where does that leave our Sigma friend? Will he adapt, evolve, or get left behind in the digital dust? Well, if there's one thing we've learned about the Sigma, it's that he's a master of adaptation. He's a keen observer, always analyzing the landscape, assessing the risks, and adjusting his approach accordingly. He's not afraid to embrace new technologies, but he does so on his own terms, carefully weighing the benefits against his need for privacy and autonomy. He might dip his toes into the metaverse, for example, but he'll do so with a healthy dose of skepticism, drawn to the potential for connection and creativity, but wary of the potential for manipulation and control. He'll be at the forefront of new trends, but only those that align with his values and interests. The Sigma, you see, is a survivor. He's adaptable, resourceful, and always one step ahead of the curve. He's a digital nomad at home in the ever-shifting sands of the online world. And that, my friends, is a valuable trait to have in these uncertain times. So, as we bid farewell to the enigmatic Sigma male, let's raise a glass to the lone wolves, the quiet achievers, the ones who forge their own path, both online and off. The Sigma is not just a personality type, he's an aspiration. He represents a way of being, a philosophy. It's about embracing your individuality, your need for autonomy, pursuing your passions, honing your skills, and sharing your unique gifts with the world on your own terms. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, even when it doesn't fit the mold. Finding contentment in solitude, strength in independence, and meaning in a life lived on your own terms. So the next time you feel lost in the digital throng, remember the Sigma male. He might just inspire you to log off, step away from the screen, and go for a walk in the woods. Cheers to the Sigma male, the lone wolf of the digital age. May his tribe increase. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video, click the subscribe button and turn on the bell to get notified when we post new videos. Your support means the world to us as we grow. Until next time,